Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to some Hold My Vodka. Yeah, why not? We've got some Hold My Vodka. We've had some Hold My beer this week, so we'll have some Hold My Vodka. We're watching. We got two replays for you today. We have the Emil one, the Tier 8 tank, and we have the IS4. Both tanks pretty much win thanks to a lot of bouncing, a lot of troll armor that got them through the game. First up, we have Bulwan, something like that, and he's driving the Emil 1, which is a very, very, very good tank indeed, and he's just going to showcase how good of a tank this can be. Now, whether he should have won this game is a different story. I believe he shouldn't have won this game at all. He was in no, I mean, he does a brilliant job. It's not about his skill, it's more about the enemy's skill. Yeah, getting to the end, not so good. So he's rocking the base capture here. With the tank has strong armor, so this is a perfect position for a tank like the Emil. He's got some side shots, as you can see. He has some shots in the STG, and he's just rocking the base, hitting the base, stopping the enemy, capping the base where the Annihilator is there. And you can see he's now just poking up, and he is going to get some shots off almost at the Annihilator. He has the ISU 152, so he's going to get one shot off there, and now he is going for whatever tank he can literally get hold of. He's not going for the reload yet. He's going to keep the two shells, because you know what it's like. You go for the reload, and then the tanks will then come out whilst you're on the reload. So he was very patient there, very, very patient there, and that actually pays off. Being patient pays off. Trust me, guys. I'm not good at it, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. I'm just useless at being patient. I'm not a patient person, especially in a game like this. Yeah, very impatient. So he's 1700 damage at the minute. He's stayed by the cap. He hasn't needed to move. He has been helping his team, but they are sadly dying all around him. So he's going to get another shot there on the ISU. Two shells left, another shot. Can he get the third shell before the ISU gets out? And yes, he does. ISU misses his shot, so he does manage to take full advantage, and he takes him out. So that is 1 kill, 2.4k damage, and it's now a 4 versus 5. The Annihilator is still there, and now this will probably be the perfect time to push as the KV5 is there, but everybody is dying. Everyone around him is dying, so it's just him and the KV5 left against 5 tanks. So they're going to double team the Annihilator here to bring him down to 300 hit points. Hopefully the KV5 can do his job and just clear these tanks. Very low hit points, 32 hit points to KV5. Just ram him, give him a little love tap. Sadly, the KV5 is dying, but there's nothing the Emil can actually do until he's reloaded his clip. Gets rid of the Annihilator, finally gets rid of the Annihilator, but the KV5 sadly doesn't survive. So it was a 1 versus 4 for a short period of time. It is now a 1 versus 3. He's got 1 shell left in his clip. Does he get the shot off? He does. Sadly, that does not pay off for him. He only gets 48 damage. Now, he's blocked only 400 at the minute, but he hasn't really been shot at. Now it's a 1 versus 3. He's going to need them hit points. He's running away on that long reload. He is running away. He's on 3.9k damage, 2 kills. He's already done a decent enough job. Now, the T23 E3 is a one-shot. The KV4 is a full hit point, and the Borzik is pretty much full hit point, as almost full hit points. Now, 2 nice HE rolls could have cleared the Borzik, but he only uses the AP. I think he learnt his lesson from the first time. It kind of gave him PTSD. Didn't want to shoot HE again, so he just only used the AP. So now he has 3 tanks. 2 of them are a one-shot. So he's trying to ignore the KV4 for now and go for them one-shots. He does get shot from the Borzik. Gets a block there, another block from the KV-4. So the KV-4 is the tank that we're going to watch out for at the end of the game. So he's ignoring him for now. Again, the correct decision. He's got the 3 shells reloaded. There's the T23E3. God knows what he's doing. Don't poke T23. And I would honestly go for the Borzik. You have to go for the Borzik. He's the one that could do the big damage, and he's the most dangerous target to clear. So he's still bouncing. He is still taking damage, but also he is still bouncing. Now the T23E3 is almost going to make the mistake there. Now both tanks, the KV-4 and the T23E3, are in the same direction. Now the T23E3 is going to make the mistake in a minute. He's hiding for now. The KV-4 is the one with the armor. He's the one with the hit points, and he is the one that's pushing. So okay, fair enough. But at the minute, no one can bounce, and being side onto this guy is probably the correct move. He's got a long reload. He's not looking at running away. He knows he can't do much when he runs away. There's only 1.5 minutes left, so he has to use the armor profile. He has to get bounces. He's bounced almost 2,000 damage at the moment. There we go, just past the 2,000. Is the T23 going to push? Yes, he is, and he's going to pay the price. He should have gone the long way round, should have gone behind the Emil instead of actually behind his team, because that means the Emil can look at both tanks. So he's still, I don't know what this KV-4 is playing at. He has all the time in the world. He has all the time in the world, especially when you're on a reload that's 20 odd seconds. The KV-4 can shoot twice, almost 3 times in that time. But he's just not looking at doing anything. He's not looking at even trying to get out of the face hug, the side hug. He's just staying there. And then he gets the miss. But well played there to Baldwin. Very well played. He did play it brilliantly, but I mean the KV-4 there, he was not. Any good player should have cleared the Emil. Especially being full hit points, and the Emil only a 2-shot. But 6.9k damage in any tier 8 tank is a respectable amount of job, and he did a pretty good job. Used that armor, saved his hit points, got a few lucky bounces or good bounces. He put himself into the position so he can get those bounces. So next up, we are driving, or we're not driving, but there is a IS-4. Now this game, just like the first game, we're going to rely on some bounce, and it is driven by family friendly PG. We're just going to call him PG for short, just for short. Why not? Family friendly PG. And he does a brilliant job. Again, he's going to bounce some shots, which definitely goes a long way in this battle. Now the IS-4, as I always say, is one of the most OP heavies in tier 10. The very first heavy people should go for when you're new to the game. It's a good line. You can make mistakes, and it allows you to make a few mistakes and not suffer too much. Rather than some heavies like the FV215B, tanks like that, or the E5, very good tanks, but in certain situations. And they don't allow for many mistakes. Where the IS-4, however, you can have your rear to them, you can have your side to them, you can look at them, and you will still be able to get bounces. And that's what we're going to see in this game. We are going to see a lot of bounces. Now, the E75 is coming to the left. There's another tank coming from the left. There's a few tanks to the right. And now we have the Object 268 coming from behind. So he's going to try and turn and get rid of the Object 268. Because at the minute, that guy is on his own. He's behind his team, and he's the one that can inflict quite a lot of damage being left alone. So he's going to help his Waffle. The Waffle does sadly die. Waffle's a great tank, but when you've got an Object 268 coming behind you with HE, you're going to get killed within sort of 2 shots. So at the minute, he's focusing on that object. Clearing that object is the main goal. He's bouncing shots from the right side, which is the E75. His team is dying, and there again, he bounces another shot from the Object 268. So he's blocked 2,000 damage at the moment. He's on 2,500 damage. So he's blocked a lot of damage, and there goes another block from the IS-8. Now he's going to face hug this guy. Still has to be careful of the Object 268 to the left, and he still has to be careful of the E75 to the right. They are literally everywhere around him. Now he's going to focus the IS-8. There is a tank coming behind the IS-8, and he is actually focusing the guy. So well played, or fair play to that guy on his team in actually focusing on the same tank as he is. Yet again, another bounce from the Object 268. The Object 268 first intention was, let me get behind the team, let me inflict a lot of damage and help you guys out. Now, all he's done is took out the waffle and just bounced everything else and got himself dead. So it's now a 3 versus 3. The Progetto 65 is very, very low hit points, and there now is the Leopard 1. The E75 is still there. Finally, he does a little bit of damage to the IS4. There goes the IS8, and it now just leaves him and the Progetto, who is a one-shot against 3 tanks. So he's going to focus this E75 now, which I would always say go for the lower hit point tanks. Now, we know the Leopard 1 is a one-shot, but for him to do that, he's going to literally have to go on the low ground. There goes the Leopard 1. The Progetto at least takes out the Leopard 1 before he dies, to leave it on a 1 versus 2. He's on 5.5k damage at the moment. He has blocked 3.4k damage, so he has blocked a lot of damage. He's going to block more. He's going to block pretty much double his hit points, more than double his hit points, which is fantastic. And it's something that you should be doing. You should be bouncing shots in an IS4. If you're not, you're playing it wrong. So he's now got the E75 down to a 2-shot. He is going to use AP. He's managed to pen the bottom plate with AP, leaves him on a 1-shot. So now is the time he could actually be rushing this guy before the other teammate comes to help him, before the IS7 there. And now he has spotted the IS7. He's actually backing up, because now going for the E75, he will have his rear exposed. But the E75 is actually making the mistake. Like, why did he do that? I do not know. And he does manage to clear him for his 2nd kill, which now just leaves him and this IS7. And he's still going to get more bounces from this IS7. Now, he has more hit points than the IS7, so he could be the one that plays a bit more aggressive. He doesn't have to sit back. It should be the IS7 really not coming out sideways like that when you're on low hit points. So he's going to use the IS8 for cover now, which is a nightmare for any tank. When there's an E70, when there is a IS4 in this kind of position, yeah, it's not the best thing for you to be in, especially if you're in the open like this IS7. So yet again, another bounce, 5,255 block damage. He's now going to use the HE just to clear him 3 HP, and he just has to shoot him in the face. Well played, family friendly, PG, well deserved win, 8,025 damage, and of course he gets that steel wall. Hope you enjoyed the Hold My Vodka. We'll have another probably Hold My Cup of Tea or something like that tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.